Hey there, everybody. Are we doing well? We're playing some Pine Tar baseball today. It's going to be the 99 Mets versus the 2010 San Francisco Giants. I'm going to play a best of 7. All right, best of 7. And I'm going to use a similar technique that I used in my previous series, and that was picking 2 pitchers that I wanted to see how they did, the kind of the aces, or somebody I really wanted to experience their performance, a performance by. And so I picked Al Leiter versus Tim Lincecum. Lincecum was a guy that really was dominant for a period of time, and all of a sudden he just basically disappeared. He really struggled, and he just lost it and was never the same after that. So let's go over the lineups real quick. It's going to be, and let's look at the cards. So this is Pine Tar Baseball. It's going to be for the Mets. It's going to be Rickey Henderson leading it off, and followed by Edgar Alfonzo at second base, John Olerud, the first baseman, Mike Piazza, the catcher, Robin Ventura, the third baseman, Darryl Hamilton in center field, Roger Cedeno in right field, or Ray Ordonez, star shortstop, batting 8th, and he's a shortstop. Well, I said that already. And then Al Leiter. This is, of course, Al Leiter for the Mets, batting 9th. Tim Lincecum pitching for the Giants. Let's go over the Giants lineup here before I forget. It's Andre Torres in center field, followed by Freddie Sanchez at second base, Buster Posey, the catcher, batting 3rd. Batting cleanup is Pat Burrell, Cody Ross in right field. The first baseman, Aubrey Huff. Juan Uribe at third base. Shortstop is Renteria. Where is he? There he is. Edgar Renteria, and Tim Lincecum will be the pitcher, batting 9th. So let's get started. You roll. I simplify it. I just roll 2d10. Here's Rickey Henderson. I'm going to put the die there, and that's going to be a 76 against Lincecum as a righty, and a 76 will be a grounder to third. Up with it is Uribe, and he throws out Henderson by half a step. Henderson can fly down that line. Hollywood, Ricky, Hollywood. Here is Edgar Alfonzo. And that's going to be a 50, so we're going to check on that. It's a strikeout. And Lincecum, I did not write what his grade is and all that. So he is home, and he's going to be a B at home. So a strikeout, because it's a multiple of 50, a strikeout is, and a B is going to stay a strikeout. So Edgar Alfonzo swings and misses at a slider, low and away, and chases and heads back to the bench now. Here's John Olerud, bats on the left side. And that's a 53, which will be swing and a miss, and he gets back-to-back Ks. So no runs, no hits. SF versus nope, it's NY. No score. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning, and it is Mets versus Giants. All right, here's Andre Torres. That's a 51, and let's check the special numbers for Lincecum. Oh, he's got big strikeouts from 55 to 60, and then he's got 77 as well. All right, and a 51 against a lefty. Al Leiter's a lefty. That will be a strikeout. So Torres swings and misses at a Al Leiter fastball, and here's Freddie Sanchez. That's a 15, and it's a single. We will check that. Al Leiter's a C, so a single against a C, and that's going to be in the gap, and Sanchez is going to stretch it. He's going to try to stretch it for a double, and he slides in there. He is safe. A 1-out double for Freddie Sanchez. So the Giants have something going here. Here's Buster Posey with a 38, and that is a potential error. And that is a 57 and a 0 roll. No, we're looking at a 57, and that is a shortstop with a 0, so that will be an error. So, and shortstop, the 57 will be a 1-base error on the shortstop, Ordonez. I think Ordonez is like a 2 or something like that, or a 3, but still an error on a 0. 0 is pretty low. All right, so we got first and second. The only reason he has any errors is he's got such great range. He gets to all the balls. All right, so first and second, here's Pat Burrell. He bats from the right side. That's a 29, and that is a base on balls. And that will load the bases against Al Leiter. Now, Al Leiter did not have a great season. He had an ERA over 4 in 1999. Here's Cody Ross. Infield is halfway looking for a double play, and that's a 0-4, and that is a deep drive off the bat of Ross to left field. Back goes Henderson to the track, to the wall, looks up, grand slam. And the Mets are down 4 runs by 4 runs here in the first inning. So Cody Ross puts the Giants up 4-0 with a grand slam home run. All right. Here's going to be Aubrey Huff. Here's a pitch from Leiter. Again, it's a 50. A 50 is going to be a strikeout. He is a C, a strikeout. Continues to be a strike. Yep. Stays as a strikeout. That's 2 down. And here comes Juan Uribe. He's a switch hitter, a 38, and that will be a swing and a miss. So back-to-back Ks after the grand slam. And the Giants have taken a 4-0 lead. And a couple hits, a walk, and an error. Here we go to the top of the second inning. Here is John Olerud. No, actually it's Piazza against Lincecum. That's a 75, and that will be a fly out to right field. Coming over is Ross, and he settles under it for the out. Here's Ventura. Ventura with a 79, and that is Sky to right in the alley, and running it down is Cody Ross. 2 out, and here's Darryl Hamilton. That's from the left side, a 38, and that will be a base on balls. So Hamilton walks. And next up is Cedeno with an 82, and that will be Sky to center. Easy pickings for the center fielder Torres, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, 1 left to walk, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. It's Renteria leading it off, and it's going to be a 96 against a lefty, and that's Sky to left field, 1 down. Pitcher's up, Lincecum. Now in my last series I used a DH just so I wouldn't have to make as many pitching changes, but I decided to go old school in this replay. That's going to be a 26, and that will be a strikeout. So Lincecum flails at a slider, and here goes Torres, Andre Torres, and here's the pitch, 84. And against a lefty, that is a fly to center to retire the side. So easy inning for Al Leiter. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the top of the third. Ray Ordonez leading off. He's got an error in this game. That's going to be a 44, and that will be against a righty. A bouncer to the first baseman. Huff steps on the bag. One down. Al Leiter's next with a 63, and that's bounced to short. Renteria throws him out. Two down, and it's Ricky Henderson with a 0-1, and that's a deep drive off the bat of Henderson to left field. Back goes the left fielder. Burrell looks up, and that's out of here. 4-1. So Ricky Henderson connects. 4-1 now. So the Mets are on the board here in the top of the third inning against Tim Lincecum. Edgardo Alfonzo. It's a 71. And that will be bounced to third. Up with it is Uribe, and he throws out Alfonso to retire the side, but the Mets pick up a run. They're on the board. 4-1. San Francisco. I love San Francisco. I love the ballpark there. It's gorgeous. I love seeing the ocean, the bay, from the seats, from the stands, etc. Here's Freddie Sanchez. Here's the pitch from Lincecum. It's a 42, and Leiter's up pitching. That's a 42, and that's a strikeout. Next up is Buster Posey, and it's a 33, and that will be a base on balls. So that's a walk to Posey. Pitch to him carefully. He knows what he's capable of. Had a good season, batted 305 with looks like 505 slugging. Pat Burrell is up, and he walked with a 37, and that will be a strikeout. And next is going to be Cody Ross. Here's the pitch, and that's a 76, and that will be lifted to right. Over is Roger Cedeno, and he makes the catch. No runs, no hits, a walk, one left, and we move to the top of the fourth inning. It's going to be Olerud, Piazza, and Ventura. So some good Mets hitters coming up. Mets bats need to wake up. We're in the top of the fourth inning. We're down by 3, 4-1. Okay, score is 4-1. We're in the top of the fourth inning. It's Olerud, Piazza, and Ventura. Let's see what happens. So Mets find themselves down thanks to a Cody Ross grand slam in the bottom of the first inning. Here's a pitch. That's going to be a 98 against Lincecum, who's a righty. And 98 will be a check for an error. Error check. Let's see what happens. And that's not going to be an error, so it's going to be a line out to 64, and I believe that's a shortstop, and it is. There's just no way his error rating is that high. Just no way. All right. So that's one down. Here comes that should have been Olerud. Should have been Olerud. Did I lose my Olerud card? Did he go flying away? I'm outdoors today, so just a heads up. It may have flown away. All right, there's Olerud. And that was a 98. Yep, line out. So here comes Robin. Nope, Piazza is up. I have to open the door for my companions. I believe they want to come outside. All right, Mike Piazza. He's 0 for 1. He flied out. It's a 73. And that's going to be a drive into right center field, and after it is Ross, and he runs it down. Robin Ventura is up, and I'm putting these cards underneath now because of the wind. All right, here's Robin Ventura with a 92, and that will be a fly to center. High fly out to center field to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fourth. All right, Cody Ross who's got a, actually, nope, he flied out. It's going to be Aubrey Huff. That's lefty against the lefty Al Leiter, 81, and that is a fly to right. Backing up a few steps is the right fielder Roger Cedeno, one down. Here's Juan Uribe, who struck out. It's a 53, and that's bounced to the first baseman, who will take it himself. So Olerud gets the put out, and here is Renteria with a 69, and that's bounced to third. And Ventura better hurry, and he gets Renteria by half a step. Renteria doesn't think so. All right, here is Hamilton in the top of the fifth inning. There's no runs, no hits in that inning, easy inning. So we move to the top of the fifth, still 4-1 Giants here in the game one. This is game one of our 2010 Giants versus 1999 Mets. Here's Darryl Hamilton. That's going to be a 50, and that's going to be a number we're going to check. So a 50, and he is a B. Has not gone around. This will be the third time here, and this will be the third time coming up. So he's still a B, and a 50 will say a ground out, and it will remain a ground out. And that 50 is a ground out to first base. Easy play for Huff at first. Roger Cedeno is next with a 74, and that is bounced to third. And Uribe better hurry, and he throws out the speedy Cedeno. Ray Ordonez now, who committed an error in that first inning. And that's a 70, and that will be a fly out to right field. To end the inning, 3 up, 3 down. Gust of wind is picking up there a little bit. Tim Lincecum leading off. So I'm going to put a circle. That'll be the third time. So then Lincecum will change, and he will become a C. He will go to a C. And he can pitch 6, so this is his 6th. All right. Here's Torres with a 50. Actually, it's Lincecum. I'm sorry. Lincecum with a 50, and that's a swing and a miss, and we'll check that. Al Leiter is still a C pitcher, and a C pitcher on the strikeout. Yep. On the strikeout will be a strikeout. Still remains a strikeout. There we go. So, and here comes Torres, and now I think Al Leiter actually stays a C. He's a C on both sides. CC. CC, senor. I have another double tequila. Straight up, no rocks, please. With a beer chaser, thank you. My beer is my chaser. My main drink is my tequila. All right, Andre Torres, and that's an 85 against a lefty, and that will be lifted to center. Over is Hamilton. 2 down. Here comes Freddie Sanchez. Look at that. With an 80, and that will be, again, high sky to center field. Easy out. So 3 up, 3 down. We move to the top of the 6th inning now. So this is going to be the last inning, or the inning that completes his MIP. He's only allowed 1 run, so he gets a bonus inning that I remember. But first, it's going to be here. It's going to be Al Leiter leading off. Now, I'm going to let the pitchers go a little bit deeper into these games. I'm not going to be pulling guys like modern baseball. I'm not going to be doing that. Those are the commissioner's orders. And this is going to be ball 4. So Al Leiter walks. There you go. So he contributes to his own cause. He's on at first. And here's Ricky Henderson. That's a 62. And that will be, that's going to be a 4-6-3. They turn it. Double play. So that's a tough one. Ricky Henderson with a 62, and that too, with a run around first, goes to 62 is to the second baseman. That's a 0-3 grounder. A really nice double play, simple double play system. And nobody on, 2 out. And here's Edgardo Alfonso with a 63, and that is bounced to short. Shortstop Renteria throws him out to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a walk, none left. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-1 Giants. Game 1 of a 7-game set. Buster Posey's leading off against Al Leiter. Al Leiter can go a little bit deeper. He's a 7 MIP. That's maximum innings pitched. That's a 44 against a lefty, and that will be a swing and a miss. Strikes him out. It's 11 and 22 and 66 and 88. Okay. And I got to remember to look for Leiter. It's a 77, and for Lincecum, it's a 55 to 60. I may have forgotten to do that. All right. I got to get my brain focused on what I got to do. Here is Burrell. Burrell with a 12, and that's a bouncer right up the middle and into center field for a knock. So Burrell is on at first with a 1-out single. Here is Ross, Cody Ross. Here's the pitch, and that's a 42. And a 42 is going to be a swing and a miss by Ross. And that's 3 strikeouts, 5 strikeouts. Oh, wow. 9 strikeouts for Al Leiter today. Got a lot of strikeouts. Huff, Aubrey Huff. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and it's a 51. And a 51 against the lefty is going to be a strikeout. So another 10th strikeout of the game for Al Leiter. So the Giants lead 1. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the top of the 7th inning. Olerud is up against Tim Lincecum. Lincecum is a C pitcher now. That's a 14, and that is a base hit, line to right. Falls in front of the right fielder, Cody Ross, who picks it up and fires it into the second baseman, Sanchez. And here's Mike Piazza. 4-1 Giants here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch to Piazza with a 51, and a 51 against a righty will be a hard hit ball right at the first baseman. He's going to go to shortstop for 1. Back to first. 3-6-3. And again, the Giants defense makes all the difference. Robin Ventura with 2 outs now. He's over 2. He's flied out to left, right, and flied out to center. That's a 48. And a 48 will be strike 3. And that retires the side. No runs, no 1 hit, none left. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning. And Al Leiter is good until he allows a... actually, I can let him go in this game because he's already... Well, he's a C. I would move him to a D if I wanted to keep him going. Because I didn't want him... For example, he may be due up in the next inning in the top of the 8th, so I may push him a little bit longer. And Lincecum can continue to go while he's allowed fewer than 2 runs. So he's still okay until he gives up, I think, a base runner. So we're gonna, again, I'm gonna stick with the starting pitchers as much as possible. So it's going to be Juan Uribe against Al Leiter. Here's the pitch, and that is a 61, and that is bounced to second base. Gloved by Alfonso, sidearms it to first, and that is out number 1. 4-1 Giants. Big hit was the grand slam by Cody Ross in the first inning. This is the 2010 Giants versus the 99 Mets. Edgar Renteria. Here's the pitch, and that is a 56, and that's a comebacker right at Al Leiter. Quick reflexes, feels his position, and throws out Renteria for 2 outs. Going to let Lincecum swing away. And that's a 0-2, and a 0-2 is a ground ball and through for a base hit. So Al Leiter is now going to move to a... Actually, you know what? No. He did give up 3 earned runs. So Al Leiter is going to become a D pitcher. They'll leave him at a D pitcher. He's going to face the top of the lineup. Andre Torres pitching to, Al Leiter pitching to Andre Torres here in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs and a runner on first and a 36 And that's a swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes. That's number 11 for Outlighter. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we move to the top of the 8th inning. All right, it's going to be Darryl Hamilton, Roger Cedeno, and Ray Ordonez. All right, we're in the top of the 8th inning. The 99 Mets are down 4-1 against the 2010 Giants. And it's Tim Lincecum. He's still in there. He could go, MIP was 6, but he got a bonus inning, so we're going to keep him in there until he gives up a run, and then we can actually flip him to a D. So I'm pushing these pitchers as much as I can to minimize changes. And here's Darryl Hamilton. That's going to be an 85, and that's going to be lifted to center field. That is Torres over, settles under it for out number 1 here in the top of the 8th inning. Mets need to get some base runners. Here's Roger Cedeno, and here's a pitch. It's a 43, and that is a swing and a miss. Strikes out Cedeno. That's 2 through 4. 4 strikeouts. And here's Ray Ordonez, one of my favorite players of all time. Not a great hitter, but he could hold his own. That's a 25. It's a base on balls. He's still a C now. He will change to a B. So a base on balls, I think, turns into a base hit single. So a little ground ball and through the left side for a base hit for Ordonez. And we're going to move Lincecum, make him a D now. He moves down a letter. We're going to keep him in. It's a pinch hitter coming up. It's going to be Agbayani. All right, so Agbayani's coming in, a pinch hit. And here's the pitch from Tim Lincecum. And that is an 80. And an 80 against a righty will be a fly ball center field. On the run is Torres. Will he get there? Yes, he does. And that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And again, the Mets are robbed. It's going to be Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is coming in. I got all his data there. So he'll be pitching now. Freddie Sanchez here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Giants. 4-1 Giants. And it's they were playing Pine Tar baseball. That's a 61. Mahomes is a righty, so a 61 on the right side is bounced to first base. And that's Olerud. And he takes it himself. Next is Buster Posey with a 40. And a 40 is going to be a strikeout on an A pitcher, remains a strikeout. So a strikeout for Mahomes. And here's Pat Burrell. He's 1 for 2 today with a walk and a run scored. That's a 77, and that's one of those modifier numbers. And let me double check what Mahomes is. He's got a 77 base on balls. So he will walk Burrell here with 2 outs. And here comes Cody Ross. Thanks to Cody Ross, the Giants have 4 runs. He hit a grand slam in the first inning. Cody Ross, right-handed hitter, batted 269, and that's a 21 against a righty, and a 21 will be a base hit. And Burrell, let's see his speed. Burrell is an S, so he will stop at second base. We got first and second. And here comes Aubrey Huff. He bats from the left side. And that's a 26, which will be a base on balls. But Mahomes is an A, so that's not going to be a base on balls. That's going to be ball 2. Let's do it again. And it's an 83 this time, which will be a fly ball right field. Over is the right fielder, Cedeno, and that ends the inning. No runs. 1 hit, 2 left, and we go to the top of the 9th inning. Last licks for the Mets. 99 Mets. Where were you in 1999, man? I remember where I was. Here's Ricky Henderson. leading off, and Lincecum is still in there. We're pushing him. He's a deep pitcher right now, so if he gets in any trouble, we'll go to the bullpen. Here's a pitch. That's a 78, and that will be a fly to right. Ricky Henderson lifts one to right field. He's got a home run. He's 1 for 4. Here comes Edgardo Alfonso, who's 0 for 3 today. Here's a pitch. That's a 69, and that will be a bouncer to the third baseman, Uribe, who backhands it. Long throw to first, and in time to get Alfonso. And here's Olerud. 2 outs. Lincecum is 1 out away from a complete game victory. Allowed only one run on 3 hits so far in this game, and he walked 2. Here's a pitch, and it's a 32, and a 32 will be a base on balls. Now I think there's worse letters than a D. He could move down another letter. I know there's a G. Let's see what else they got. An M and a G. You know what? We're gonna go to the bullpen. End the story. Make it simple. So I have to figure out what order the letters go in. I don't know that yet. So we're gonna go with Jeremy Affeldt. No, it's Piazza. So let's go with a righty pitcher, Ramon Ramirez. Ramon Ramirez. He did a lot of pitching. Pitched in 69 games. So Ramirez at home is he is a A+, and he's a base on balls at 77, and he can go 1 inning. But that doesn't matter. He is an A+ though. That's going to make the difference. All right, it's Ramirez against Piazza, 4-1, top of the 9th. Mets are down to their final out. Playing Pine Tar baseball. Let's do it. 4-1 Giants, 2010 Giants versus 1999 Mets. We're going to play 7 of these if it gets to 7. See who wins. Lincecum does have an advantage on paper. And here's a pitch from Ramon Ramirez, a 52. And a 52 will be a bouncer to the first baseman. Huff, he's right there. Steps on the bag. Ball game over, and the Giants take game 1 by a score of 4-1. A big hit for the Giants came in the first inning on a Cody Ross grand slam. It was a double, an error, and a walk to load the bases. And then it was a home run by Cody Ross, and the Giants were up 4-0. The best that the Mets could do the rest of the game were really 3 hits the whole game. That was all that was allowed by Lincecum. He got pulled with 2 outs in the top of the 9th, something I did not want to do. But I wanted to reduce him another letter, and I didn't know what order the letters came in. I know there's an E and there's a G, and there's an M as well. So I don't know which of those is the worst. So I got to find that out and write that down. But this is Pine Tar Baseball, easy game to play, nice cards, easy to read, easy to see. And I can't say that about every game company. And that's about it. Please join Universal Baseball Association on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. You got a lot of information there, and it's got a lot of sister or affiliate Facebook groups as well. It's got the Deep Drive group. It's got the Payoff Pitch group. It's got a few different groups that are associated with it. So stop by there and join. We're glad to have you. And that's about it. Remember, like and subscribe. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. I hope you enjoyed our presentation of Pine Tar Baseball Game 1 between the 99 Mets and the 2010 Giants.